Taylor Swift is on fire. Her record-breaking live tour has grossed more than $1 billion so far. That's more than any other musician in the history of musicians and things. So after thrilling countless superfans across 5 continents and with 152 shows in the hopper, she has her sights set on Europe.
This has been the most extraordinary experience of my entire life.
Swift is so red hot, she even has nation-states squabbling over being a mere stop on her Eras tour. Why? They call it the Swift effect. You see, wherever Taylor Swift goes, so do people's wallets, and everyone wants a piece of the action. It's partly the reason she was Time magazine's Person of the Year in 2023. She's so mainlined into pop culture right now, even universities want in. We're talking the elite ones, like Harvard and Stanford, who are offering courses on how Taylor Swift is cranking up the economic dial wherever she goes. They even gave it a name, Swiftonomics. So let's take a closer look at this S-financial, S-phenomenon. We'll start in Singapore. That's where hundreds of thousands of fans came out to see the pop supernova at 6 sold-out shows in March. But not everyone was feeling it. Neighbours to Singapore's left and right cried foul, accusing the small island nation of paying big and playing dirty. The Prime Minister of Thailand called it out. He said a payout was made on condition that it would be Swift's only show in all of Southeast Asia. In other words, Singapore had pulled a Swiftie of their own against fans and neighbours alike. A Filipino politician said it isn't what good neighbours do. Swifties, like Filipina Charlene Suezo, were forced to dig deep, spend more, just to hop on a plane to Singapore. In Charlene's case, that set her back 335,000 pesos. That's about $6,000 for show tickets, flights, and hotels.
I never really spent big, like 6-digit amounts for someone else's, just Taylor Swift.
Charlene, like her government, wanted Swift to perform in the Philippines, but no such luck. Fans and politicos across the region were so incensed, the Prime Minister of Singapore was forced to defend himself at an international news conference in Australia.
I don't see that as being unfriendly. Sometimes one country makes a deal, sometimes another country does. If that's what's needed to be done to get an outcome which is mutually beneficial and which from Singapore's point of view serves not just to grow the economy but also to bring in visitors and goodwill from all over the region, I don't see why not.
Thai Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin says Singapore paid the pop superstar nearly $2.8 million for the 6 shows. The Business Times estimates the payback for Singapore in tourist receipts alone to be about $370 million. With returns like that, can you blame Singapore? When it's all done and dusted, it's estimated Taylor Swift's latest tour will generate $5 billion, packing a greater economic punch than the GDP of 50 countries. And here's how. Fans on average spend more than $1,300 on tickets and merchandising, accommodation and travel. For example, after Taylor Swift played Chicago, the governor of Illinois reported a record in hotel revenues. 6 concerts in Los Angeles were expected to boost the economy by $320 million. That's along with more jobs and better pay. Even Air New Zealand made money, and Taylor Swift wasn't even playing in New Zealand. The airline simply added 2,000 seats to get fans to Australia. After Swift's team announced more dates in Europe, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau tried to convince her on X to play in Canada, and so she did. Other acts have boosted economic outlooks before. Pop, after all, is very big business. Take Beyoncé. Her Renaissance tour in 2023 grossed $580 million, according to the trade publication Polestar. But there's no doubt that, at the moment, Taylor Swift is in a league of her own. When she plays Wembley Stadium in London in June, and again in August, she'll become the first female act to play 8 shows there on a single tour. She even has the pulling power to force Spanish football giant Real Madrid to shift its playing schedule when she heads to Spain. Back home, in her native United States, she's also shaping sports economies. Her romantic relationship with Travis Kelce, a player with the Kansas City Chiefs, has boosted television ratings for the NFL since she began attending games last September. Meanwhile, her political impact is almost as outsized. Previous messages of condemnation of Donald Trump have angered the American right. Among the wilder conspiracy theories, commentators have even accused her of being a Pentagon asset. What we have here is a 34-year-old megastar who makes an awful lot of money. She's supposed to be worth more than $1 billion. And money means power, politically and economically. And remember, it isn't over yet. This tour alone won't finish until December, so watch out for more deals, more diplomatic strains, as Swifties fork out thousands and thousands of dollars to see their favorite singer do what she does best: perform.